Question 51. Select the Venn diagram that best illustrates the relationship between the following cases: surgeons, doctors, plumbers. Here, this diagram. So in this, this part is of doctors, surgeons, and this is of plumbers. Okay, here this part indicates all surgeons are doctors. So here all surgeons are doctors. So plumber is a trade person who specializes in installing and maintaining systems used for potable water, sewage, and drainage in plumbing systems. There is no relation of plumber to doctors or surgeons. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 52. Select the correct combination of mathematical signs that can sequentially replace the asterisk signs from left to right to balance the following equation. So here option A. So here instead of asterisk sign, we have to use the following signs. So let us check whether LHS is equal to RHS or not. So 24 into 6 minus 32 divided by 4 plus 2 is equal to 28. Here LHS part and RHS part, right? So let us check the LHS part, whether it is equal to RHS or not. So 24 into 6 is 144 minus 34 divided by 4, 8 plus 2 is 146 minus 8, which is 138, which is not equal to RHS, that is 28. So option B, 24, this part, 24 divided by 6 minus 32 into 4 plus 2 is equal to 28, which is 24 by 6 is 4 minus 32 into 4 is 128 plus 2 is 6 minus 128, which is minus 122, not equal to RHS, plus 28. So option C, 24 plus 6 divided by 32 into 4 minus 2 is equal to 28. So according to BODMAS, the division part should come first, that is 24 plus 6 by 32. 6 by 32 is, so 32 into 1 is 32. So here 28 is the remainder. So 34 into 8, which is equal to 56. 24 is the remainder, 0.18. Let us consider one more place, that is, 224. Therefore, 16 is the remainder. So 0.187. 0.187 into 4 minus 2 is equal to here. So 0.187 into 4 is equal to 0.748, which is nearly equal to 0.75. Therefore, we can write 24 plus 0.75 minus 2, which is 22.75, which is not equal to RHS. So last part, D, 24, this part, divided by 6 plus 32 minus 4 into 2 is equal to 28. So here, so 24 by 6 is 4 plus 32 So minus 8, which is 4 minus 8 is minus 4. 32 minus 4 is 28. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Question 53. We shall borrow some X amount of money for 1 year from Ravi at the rate of 8% per annum. He pays 2,240 as annual interest for the borrowed amount. Find the value of X. That means the principal amount. Here X is principal money, that is P is X rupees. He borrows money for 1 year. So the time period, time T is equal to 1 year. At the rate of 8% per annum. So it is rate R is 8% and he pays 2,240 as annual interest. So interest I is equal to 2,240 rupees. Find the value of X. That means we have to find the value of principal amount. So we know that simple interest I is equal to simple interest I is equal to PTR by 100, right? Substitute the values. So I is 2,240 and principal amount we have to calculate. Time period is 1 year and rate of interest is 8% divided by 100. Therefore, X is equal to X is equal to, so 2,240 into 100 divided by 8, which is equal to 28,000, right? 28,000 rupees. Therefore, the value of X, the principal amount is 28,000, hence option B. Question 54. Select the option figure that can replace the question mark in the given figure to complete the pattern. So the given figure is like this. So come to the option C here. So the first part, this part, so this will complete the circle, center part of the figure, and come to the second part here. So this completes the square portion and also so the rhombus part and one more which joins like this. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 55. In the following Venn diagram, the rectangle stands for farmers, the circle stands for landowners, and the triangle stands for cattle owners. The given letters represent the group of persons in that particular category. Which of the following options represents the category of farmers who own cattle but not own land? So here, the rectangle represents farmers. So the circle represents landowners. And the triangle stands for cattle owners. Cattle owners. So according to the question, the category of farmers who own cattle but not land. Right? So here, the rectangular portion and the triangular portion whose intersection which represents farmers who own cattle. I'll repeat once again. The rectangular portion and the triangular portion whose intersection, that means the portion which includes both rectangle and the triangle, which represents farmers who own cattle. So look at the figure here. In the Venn diagram, the portion C, this portion C, right, which has both rectangular portion and the triangular portion. That means portion of a triangle and portion of a rectangle. So this portion represents farmers who own cattle but not own land. So here the portion of circle is not included here in this. Therefore, C region, that is option B, is the right answer. Question 56. Which of the following option figures will complete the pattern in the figure given below? The figure is like this. So here, look at the first row. Images at the first and third position are same. Those are hexagons. Look at the last row, also fourth row. Images at the first and third position are same. Those are triangles. Apply the same rule for the second and third row also. Here, image at the first position is a triangle. Therefore, image at the third position has to be a triangle. Come to the third row. Image at the first position is a hexagon. Therefore, image at the third position has to be a hexagon. Right? So look at the first row. Once again, images at the second and fourth position are squares. Right? So look at the last row. Images at the second and the last fourth positions are circles. Apply the same rule for the third row also. So here, image at the last position is a square. Therefore, image at the second position has to be a square. Therefore, the order is, the first one is, in the second row, it is a triangle. In the third row, the second position has to be a square. Third position has to be a rectangle, not rectangle, it is a hexagon. Therefore, option D, in the option D, the order is same. Triangle, square and hexagon. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 57. 3 of the following 4-letter clusters are alike in a certain way and one is different. Find the odd one out. Here, positional values of alphabets are written. So, option A, K, O, R, V, A. In that, positional value of K is 11 plus some number is equal to O, whose positional value is 15. So here 11 plus 4 is 15, which is the positional value of O. Next, O plus some number is equal to, what is the next alphabet? Which is R. So positional value of R is 18. So 15 plus 3 is equal to R. So here R plus some number is equal to next letter, that is V. So positional value of V is 22. So 18 plus 4 is 22. Next letter is A. So 22 A. So positional value of A is 1, which is next to Z. So we can consider Z plus 1, that is 26 plus 1 is 27. So 22 plus 5 is equal to 27. So consider next case, option B, T, X, B, F, J. So here T plus some number is equal to X. T is 20, X is 24. Therefore 20 plus 4 is 24. So here X plus some number is equal to the next letter B. Right? So B, positional value of B is, so after Z, 26 plus 2, which is 28. So here 24 plus 4 is 28. So B plus some number is equal to F. B positional value is either 28 or 2. So here 2 plus 4 is equal to 6, which is the positional value of F. So next letter is J. F plus some number is equal to J, which is 10. So 6 plus 4 is equal to J. So in all the 4 cases, the number 4 is added. Right? So each letter is added with 4 to get the next letter. So each letter is added with 4 to get the next letter, like that. So check with option C. N, R, V, Z, D. So here N is 14 plus some number is equal to R. So R is 18. Therefore, 14 plus 4 is R. Plus again, R plus some number is equal to V. R is 18. V is 22. So 18 plus 4 is 22. So V plus some number is equal to Z. Z is 26. 22 plus 4 is Z. Z plus some number is equal to D. So 26 plus 4 is equal to, instead of D, we will write, instead of 4, we will write 26 plus 4, which is 30. Right? So, here, the number 4 is constantly added to the letters to get the next letter, like that. So, option D, P, T, X, B, F. So, here, P is, what is P? 16 plus some number is equal to T. T is 20. 16 plus 4. Here also the number 4 is added. T plus some number is equal to X. X is 24. Therefore, again the number 4 is added. So, X plus, we'll check. X plus 4. 24 plus 4 is 28, which is, yeah, the letter B. The letter B. Therefore, it is 28, right? So, B plus 4. What is B? 28, or we can consider this as 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is the positional value of, yes. So, here also, in all, to all the letters, the number 4 is constantly added to get the next letter. Therefore, only in option A, so in this option, first 4 is added. So, to the next letter, 3 is added. To the next letter, 4 is added. Next, 5 is added. So, here, option A is odd one. Question 58. 3 of the given 4 figures are similar in a certain manner, while one is different. Pick the odd one out. So, look at the figures here. So, in the first figure, oval shape is facing towards north, and the arrow mark is facing towards northeast. In the second figure, oval shape is towards west direction and arrow mark is facing northwest direction. So, in the same manner, in the third case, if the same rule is applicable, so the third figure becomes, center of the figure is a square and the oval shape should be in the south direction and the arrow mark should be in the southwest direction and the small square should be in the north direction. So look at the third figure here. So it is not similar to the figure I have drawn here, right? Therefore, the third figure is odd one out. Therefore, where is third figure in the options? So it is in the option A. Therefore, option A is odd one out. Question 59. Select the option in which the figures share the same relationship as that shared by the given pair of figures. So this is the given figure. In the first portion, circle is in the upper corner and a square is in the lower corner, and its relationship with the next portion is, so the lower corner figure is inside the upper corner figure, which are 2 in number. So upper corner figure is a circle and lower corner is a square. Square is inside the upper corner figure, which are 2 in number, right? So in the option B, upper corner figure is a square, lower corner figure is a triangle. Here lower corner figure is inside the upper corner figure. Now, and number of upper corner figure is equal to 2. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 60. Select the option that is related to the third figure in the same way as the second figure is related to the first figure. So here, in first 2 figures, so the second figure, this figure is water image of the first figure. So which is exactly, that means inverted, right? So here in the option B, so which is water image of the third figure, right? So when the third figure is kept inverted, so it becomes the figure which is shown in the option B. So which is water image of the third figure. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 61. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following figure series. So the series is given like this, in which there are 4 figures. So here in the first figure, image in the first position is moving anti-clockwise. So look at the second figure, in which the image in the first position is in the lower left corner. So when the same image is in the third figure, which is in the lower right corner, and in the fourth figure, which is in the upper right corner. Hence, image in the first position in the figure 1, which is moving in the anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, it has to be in the upper left corner in the fifth figure. Right? And image in the second position of the figure 1, which is moving in clockwise direction. Look at the second figure, which is in the lower right corner. In the third figure, it is in the left corner, lower left corner. So, image in the second position of the first figure is moving in the clockwise direction. Therefore, in the fifth figure, the image has to be in the upper right corner. Upper right corner. Like this. Come to the star mark. So here the star is kept in the alternate figures. Therefore, there is no star in the fifth figure. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 62. A cube is made by folding the given sheet. In the cube so formed, which of the following pairs of letters will be on opposite sides? So the given sheet is like this. If it is folded as a cube, like this. So if it is folded like this Y part will be on top. This becomes top of the cube, and M will be the bottom of the cube, and A is at the back, this part, and K will be the front portion. K will be the front portion, and U is the left side, and S is on the right. Therefore, come to the options U and A. So U and A are not opposite sides. And Y and K. So Y is top part, K is the front part. So they are not opposite. Y and S. So Y is top portion, S is right portion. They are not opposite. K and A. So here K is front part, A is back part. Therefore, K and A are opposite sides. Hence, option D. Question 63. Select the option figure which is embedded in the given figure. X is given below. Rotation is not allowed. So here in the given figure X, this portion is embedded. Therefore, option A. So clearly it can be seen here. So option A is the right answer. Question 64. Select the option in which the given figure X is embedded. Rotation is not allowed. So the given figure is like this. So in option D, in this figure, so the given figure is embedded. So we can see it clearly. So this part, and the next stage is a rectangle, horizontal rectangle. Below that, this part. So the given figure is embedded in option D. Question 65. Select the option that is related to the third word in the same way as the second word is related to the first word. Coward, brave, traditional, So here the answer is modern. Since coward is the antonym of brave, so modern is the antonym of traditional. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. Question 66. In a code language, proven is written as PSQOFW. How will monger be written in that language? So, positional values of all alphabets are written here. So, proven is coded as PROVEN is coded as PSQOFW. So in this case, consider first three letters P, R, and O, and first three letters of the code, that is P, S, and Q. Here P is coded as Q. So positional value of P is 16 plus 1 is Q, that is 17. And similarly, consider the third letter, that is O. O plus 1. So next letter to O is P. So O plus 1 is P. And the middle letters R and S. So next letter to R is S. So last three letters also. So here next letter to V is W. V plus 1 is W. And next letter to N is N plus 1 is O. Next to E is F. So similarly, find the code of monger. MONGER. So consider first three, M, O, and N. So here O, for next letter to M is N. Next to N is O. So next to O is P. So here O, P, N. So consider last three letters. Last three letters. So next to G is H. Next to R is S. And E plus 1 is F. Therefore, the answer is OPNSFH. OPNSFH. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 67. Which number will replace the question mark in the following series? 19, 43, 90, 183, 368. So we have to find the next number. So the first number is 19 here. So the second number is 43 is obtained from 19 into 2, that is 38 plus 5. So 43 is 19 into 2 plus 5. So whereas the next number 90 is equal to, so 43 into 2, that is 86 plus 4 is 90. So each number is multiplied by 2 plus 5, 4, and the next number is 90 into 2 is 180 plus 3 is equal to 183. So this number. And the next number 368 is obtained by multiplying 183 by 2, that is 366 plus 2 is 368. We have to find the next number, that is 368 into 2. So what is the number? Plus 1, that is 736. 368 into 2 is 736 plus 1, that is 737. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 68. Which number will replace the question mark in the following series? 45, 72, 101, 133 and 169. Here 45, 72. Here the difference between 45 and 72 is 27. Right. So next number is 101 and the difference is 29. So when 29 is added to 72, we'll get 101. Next is 133. So when 32 is added to 101, or the difference between 133 and 101 is 32. And the next number is 169. When 36 is added to 133, or difference between 169 and 133 is 36. So we have to find the next number. So look at the difference between these two differences. What is the difference? So here 2 is the difference. When 2 is added to 27, we'll get 29. So here the difference between two differences is 3. 29 plus 3. Here the difference is 4. So what is the difference to get the next number? So this difference has to be plus 5. Then this difference becomes 41. So difference between two consecutive differences are 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that the last difference will be 41. So if the two numbers 169 and let it be the x, if their difference is 41, then the number has to be 210. So 210 minus 41 is 169. Therefore, option A 210 is the right answer. Question 69. 3 of the given 4 figures are similar in a certain manner while one is different. Pick the odd one out. So here all images except image 3. So all are polygons. Polygons. That means they have fixed number of sides. While image 3 is a circle which has 0 number of sides. Therefore, option 2. So image 3 is nothing but option B. So B is the right answer, which is odd one out. Question 70. 3 different positions of the same dice are shown, the 6 faces of which are numbered from 1 to 6. Select the number that will be on the face opposite to the face showing 2. So here, 3 different positions of the dice are shown like this. So let us consider 2 of them, first and the third one. So in the first position, 2 is on the top. Number 2 is on the top. 5 is on the right. So consider 4 is in the front. Since it is a three-dimensional object, dice is a three-dimensional object. So imagine 4 is in the front, 5 is on the right, 2 is on the top. So in the third figure, so in the third position, so 5 is on the top and 3 is on the right. So 4 is in the front. So compare these two. Here 5 is on the right. So the same 5 comes up. So which will be on the top. So how it is possible? When the dice is rotated anti-clockwise through 90 degree. When it is rotated through 90 degree anti-clockwise, the position of the 5 will come up. That is, this will be on the top. So when it comes up, 3 will be on the right. So what happens to number 2? So this will go to the left side of the dice, right? So 4 remains same. 4 will be in the front. So because the dice is rotated through only 90 degree. Therefore, the face opposite to the face 2 is obviously number 3, right? Therefore, number 3 is in the option A. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 71. Study the given pattern carefully and select the number that can replace the question mark in it. So the pattern is like this. So here, so the first number 5 into the second number is equal to 60 plus 5 is third number. Okay. So here is the first number, second number, and the third number. So in the next row, first number into second number, which is equal to 98 plus 7 is equal to 105, which is third number. So in the same way, first number into second number, which is equal to 117 plus, so the number is 9 is equal to 126. So which is the third number. Therefore, 126 option B is the right answer. Question 72. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following figure series. So series is given like this. So in which first, second figure, third figure and fourth figure we have to find. So in the first figure, so the horizontal image, when it is rotated through 180 degree, we will get horizontal image of the second figure, right? So look at the other small images. So here is a diamond. So here small images are rotating in clockwise direction like this, right? So in the second figure, this diamond will come to the bottom right corner. And in the third figure, it will come to the bottom left corner. And in the fourth figure, so this diamond will come to the middle portion, since they are rotating clockwise direction, right? So come to the horizontal image. So here in the third figure, yeah, horizontal image is rotated through 180 degree. And in the fourth figure, when it is rotated through 180 degree, so this shaded part will come to the right side, right? So come to the other small images. Consider the triangle. Here, this triangle is, yeah, in the left bottom corner. So here it is in the middle. Here it is in the right bottom corner. So here at last, so the triangle has to be in the left bottom corner. And the remaining image is the square. Therefore, the option is option D. Here the shaded part is in the right part of the figure. And the diamond is in the middle. And the square is in the right bottom corner. Triangle is in the left bottom corner. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 73. A paper is folded and cut as shown below. How will it appear when unfolded? So here in the figure 1, the paper is folded along its diagonal. And in the figure 2, once again it is folded. And in the figure 3, the cut portions are shown, right? So let me show it more clearly. Like this here. So this square sheet is folded along its diagonal. Once again, it is folded like this. So the cut portions are first a small circle, then a vertical rectangle and a small square. So when it is unfolded, so this part becomes the mirror image of the cut portion. That is, instead of a vertical rectangle, here this will be a horizontal rectangle and a circle. So when once again it is unfolded, so other side of the diagonal becomes mirror image of the previous portion. That is a circle and a vertical rectangle and a small square. And this side, the upper portion, here a small square and a horizontal rectangle and a small circle. Therefore, in option B, so what I have drawn here is exactly same as option B. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 74. Select the option that is related. So the third number in the same way as the second number is related to the first number. So here 12 is related to 149 in such a way that 12 square plus 5 is equal to 144 plus 5 is 149. So the number and its a square plus 5. So in the same manner, 21 is related to the next number as 21 square plus 5. What is 21 square plus 5? So 21 square is 441 plus 5 is 446. Therefore, Option C is the right answer. Question 75. Select the correct mirror image of the given combination when the mirror is placed at PQ as shown below. So here 6, 4, 2, 1, H. So when the mirror is placed at PQ like this, so the image of H will be H, right? So image of 1 will be like this. And image of 2 will be, mirror image of the 2 will be like this. And mirror image of the 4 will be like this. And the 6 will be like this. Therefore, the correct answer is, so here in option B, yeah, mirror image of H is same, mirror image of 1 and of 2, of 4 and of 6. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 76. A cow is tied to a peg at one corner of a square-shaped grass field of side 25 meter. The length of the rope is 14 meter long. The area in meter square of that part of the field in which the cow can graze is, using pi as 22 by 7. So consider a square-shaped grass field whose side is 25 meter. Right? So a cow is tied to a peg at one corner. From this corner. So let us consider cow is tied at this corner, right? Length of the rope is 14 meter long. Since length of the rope is less than the side of the square field, so the cow can graze only certain portion of the square field. This portion is called sector. This portion is called sector. So the cow can graze only some portion of the square field. We have to find area of this portion, nothing but area of the sector. So where radius of the sector is nothing but the length of the rope. So given here length of the rope is 14 meter, right? So side of the square field, is 25 meter. So here we have to find the area of the sector, which is area of the sector is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square, where theta is angle formed at the corner of the square field or the place where the cow is tied, right? So cow is tied to a peg at one corner of the square field. So angle formed at the corner of the square field is 90 degree. Therefore, theta is 90 degree and r is radius of the sector. R is radius of the sector and theta is angle formed at the corner of the square field, which is 90 degree. So come to the calculation. So area of the sector is equal to theta is 90 degree divided by 360 degree into pi is 22 by 7, where radius of the sector is, length of the rope, which is 14 square. Therefore, 90 by 360 is 1 by 4. into 22/7 into 14 square is, 14. In order to simplify, we can simply write 14 into 14. So here, 11. So 11 into 14, which is equal to 154 meters square. Therefore, area of the sector is 154 meters square. Hence, option B is the right answer. Question 77. The average monthly salary of 5 friends is rupees 62,000. Surinder, one of the 5 friends, got promotion and a hike in the salary. If the new average of their salaries is 64,250 rupees, then how much is the increase in the monthly salary of Surinder? So here given average monthly salary of 5 friends. Average monthly salary of 5 friends is equal to 62,000. 62,000. So the new average salary after promotion. New average salary after promotion of Surinder is equal to 64,250 rupees. Right? So here we are using the formula to find the average is equal to sum of all observations divided by number of observations. Sum of all observations divided by total number of observations. Total number of observations. Right? So calculation. Here we know the average monthly salary of 5 friends. So the total monthly salary of 5 friends. So the total monthly salary of 5 friends is equal to, so their average salary into number of friends, which is equal to 3,10,000 rupees. Right. So the total salary after the promotion. Total salary after promotion. Promotion is, so the number of friends is equal to 5, and after promotion the average salary is 64,250. Therefore it is 3,21,250 rupees. So the increment the person gets is, so the increment the person gets is, so change in their total salary, that is 3,21,250 minus 3,10,000 rupees. Therefore, it is 11,250 rupees. Therefore, so in the question, how much is the increase in the monthly salary of Surinder? So it is 11,250 rupees. Option B. Question 78. A sum invested at 10% per annum amounts to 20,947.50 rupees at the end of 1 year. When the interest is compounded half yearly, what will be the simple interest on the same sum for 4 integer 2/5 years at triple the earlier rate of interest? Here given given. Here sum invested at 10% per annum amounts to rupees 20,000. So the amount is, the total amount A is equal to 20,947.50 rupees. Okay. Here the rate of interest R, capital R, is equal to 10% per annum. 10% per annum, right? So when the interest is compounded half yearly, so when the interest is compounded half yearly, then rate of interest R becomes capital R by 2, that is 5%. Right? And the time period, so this 10% is per annum. When interest is compounded half yearly, then time period becomes 2. So for first half year, it is 5%, and for the second half year, it is 5%. So the period becomes 2. Therefore, formula. So amount is equal to principal into 1 plus rate of interest by 100 to the power of time period. So which is amount is 20,947.50, right, is equal to principal. We need to calculate 1 plus rate of interest when interest is compounded half yearly is 5% divided by 100 to the power of, here time period is twice the compound interest is compounded, therefore it is 2. Therefore principal amount is equal to, which is 20,947.50 whole divided by 105 by 100 to the power of 2. Therefore the principal amount P, on simplification, you will get P as 19,000 rupees. 19,000 rupees. So come to the next part of the question here. What will be the simple interest in rupees on the same sum for 4 integer 2 by 5 years at triple the earlier rate of interest? So here, earlier the rate of interest was 10% per annum, right? So here, second part, come to the second part, when R is equal to triple the earlier rate, that is 3 into 10, which is 30%. Rate of interest is 30%. Then time period. Time period, it is according to the question, it is 4 integer 2 by 5, which is 22 by 5 years. 5 years, right? Therefore, simple interest I is equal to PTR by 100, which is principal amount we have already calculated, that is 19,000 rupees into time period is 22 by 5 into rate of interest is 30. So divided by 100. So on simplification, you will get 25,080 rupees. Okay. And the time period is 4 integer 2 by 5 years. And when the rate of interest is triple the earlier rate of interest, that is 30%, then the simple interest becomes 25,080 rupees. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 79. A can do a work in 40 days and B can do the same work in 50 days. They worked together for 5 days and B left the work. In how many days will A finish off remaining work? So here A and B worked together for 5 days and they have done some work, and B left the work, and A alone has to do the remaining work. So we need to calculate the how many days the person A has taken to complete the remaining work. For that, we are using the concept of work done. So what is work done? Work done by a person or a machine is the product of its efficiency and the time taken or number of days taken. Number of days taken. Okay. So let us come to the calculation part. So here A and B together worked for 5 days and they have done some work, and remaining work is done by A. So that the total work has been done here. So let us assume total work is 1 unit. Let us assume that total work done is 1 unit. So it may be 1 joule, 1 kilojoule, or 1 megajoule, or anything. So let it be 1 unit. Okay. So efficiency of A. Efficiency of A is equal to, so according to the formula, work done by number of days taken. So here 1 by number of day. A took 40 days to come. So 1 by 40. Right? So efficiency of B. Efficiency of B. B can do the same work in 50 days. So efficiency of B is 1 by 50. Right? So the total efficiency of A and B, 1 plus 40, not plus 1 by 40 plus 1 by 50, which is, so 9 by 200. Total efficiency of A and B is 9 by 200. Therefore, work done by A and B together. Here A and B together worked for 5 days according to the question. So work done by A and B together is equal to, according to the formula, efficiency into number of days. Efficiency is 9 by 200 into number of days is equal to 5, which is 9 by 40. So work done by A and B together is 9 by 40th of the total work done, that is 1 unit. If 1 unit is the total work done, then it's a 9 by 40th part is done by A and B together. Understood? So here, so total work done by A and B together, we have calculated. So the remaining part is the remaining work done by A. So remaining, before that, let X be the time taken by A to complete the remaining work. To complete the remaining work. Right? So here the time period is X. Therefore, remaining work done is equal to, so work done is efficiency into number of days. So efficiency of A is 1 by, so A can complete the whole work in 40 days. So it is 1 by 40 efficiency into, so let X be the time taken. Number of days is equal to X. Therefore, total work done. Total work done, that is equal to, so work done by A and B together plus work done by A. That means remaining work done by A. So we have assumed that total work done be 1 unit. So in the first step itself, we have assumed Total work done is 1 unit here. So 1 is equal to total work done by A and B. So here it is 9 by 40. 9 by 40 plus work done by A. It is 1 by 40 into X. That is X by 40. Therefore, 9 plus X is equal to 40. Therefore, X is equal to 31 days. So, the time taken by A to finish the remaining work is 31 days. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 80. A person spends 22% of the monthly income on house rent, 40% of the income on house expenses and groceries, and 50% of the remaining amount on children's education and other heads. If the monthly savings are 3,800, then what is the expenditure in rupees on education and other heads? Here, we are using the concept. So, the percentage concept. Percentage is equal to part value by whole value. Part value by whole value into 100. Into 100. So, the calculation part. Calculation. So, let monthly income of that person be 100 into X. So, let monthly income be 100 into some value, right? So 100 into X. So amount he spends on rent. So the rent value becomes, he spends 22% of the monthly income on house rent. So it becomes 22X, right? That means, so out of 100, 22 parts are for rent. Therefore, from the whole income, that is 100X. So this becomes 22 into X. Then house expenses and groceries. House expenses will be, so 40% of the income on house expenses and groceries here. So it becomes 40 into X. That means out of 100, if 100 is the income, 40 part will be for house expenses and groceries. If 100 into X is the income, it becomes 40X, right? Therefore, remaining amount will be, his monthly income is 100 into X minus 22X for rent value minus 40X for house expenses, which is equal to 38X is the remaining amount. In that remaining amount, 50% of the remaining amount on children's education and other heads. So 50% of remaining amount is equal to, so it is 19X. That is out of 100. That means 100 is the remaining. If 100 is the remaining amount, 50 is for education and other heads. Therefore, if 38X is the remaining amount, so it becomes 19X. So 50% of the remaining amount is 19X. So this 19X is for education and other heads. Right? Therefore, what is the remaining apart from the education and other heads? So this remaining is savings. So savings is equal to 3,800. What is the part of saving? That is again 19X. So here Out of 38x, 19x is taken for education and other heads. So the remaining is for savings. Therefore, 19x is the savings is equal to 3800. X is equal to 200. Therefore, the amount he spends on children's education and other heads. Amount he spends on education and other heads is equal to 19x, which is 19 into 200, 3800 rupees. Therefore, so the question is asked, yes, what is the expenditure on education and other heads? That is 3800 rupees. Question 81. A woman takes 3 hours 20 minutes in walking to a temple and riding back. She would have gained 2 hours by riding both ways. So half of the time she would take to walk both ways is here given. So woman takes 3 hours 20 minutes in 2 ways. So woman takes 3 hours 20 minutes in 2 ways. Right. So here we are using the concept. The total time taken is equal to T1 plus T2, where T1 is time taken by walking, time taken by walking, and T2 is time taken by riding. Time taken by riding. So here, calculation. So according to the question, she takes 2 hours less than actual if she rides both ways, right? So time for both ways is equal to 3 hours 20 minutes minus 2 hours, right? So which is equal to 1 hour 20 minutes. So time for one way, time for both ways is 1 hour 20 minutes. Time for one way is 40 minutes. Right. So time for one way in walking. Therefore, time for one way in walking is equal to 3 hours 20 minutes minus 40 minutes, which is 2 hours 40 minutes. So half of the time she would take to walk both ways is 2 hours 20 minutes, 40 minutes. 2 hours 40 minutes. Therefore, option A is the right answer. So in the question, half of the time she would take to walk both ways is 2 hours 40 minutes. Question 82. Two students A and B are paid a total of rupees 4,400 as prize money. If A is paid 120% of the sum paid to B, how much is B paid? So here, let X be the sum paid to B. Paid to B. Therefore, the sum paid to A is equal to 120% of the sum paid to B. That is 120% of X, right? So what is 120% of X? 120 by 100 into X. So A and B are paid a total of 4,400 rupees. Therefore, X plus 120X by 100 is equal to 4,400, right? So here 100X plus 120X is equal to 4,400 into 100. Therefore, 220X is equal to 4,400 into 100. So therefore, X is equal to 4,400 into 100 by 220. Therefore, so 20 into 100 is 2,000, right? Therefore, what is X here? So X be the sum paid to B. Therefore, so B is paid rupees 2,000 rupees, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer.
Question 83. On a certain item, the profit is 120% of the cost. If the cost increases by 25% and the selling price remains constant, then what percentage of the selling price is the profit? Correct your whole number. Here given so here profit is equal to 120% of the cost price. 120% into cost price. And in the second case, cost price increases by 25%. Increases by 25%. Right? So here we are using the concept of profit and profit percentage. So here profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price whole divided by cost price into 100, where SP stands for selling price and CP stands for cost price. Right? So come to the calculation part. So let cost price of the item be 5x rupees. So multiple of 5. So in order to avoid the fractional addition subtraction or fractional multiplication part, it is better to take multiple of 5, right? Therefore, if cost price of the item is 5 into x, then profit is 120% of the cost price, right? 120% into 5x, that is 120 by 100 into 5x, which is 6 by 5 into 5x. Therefore, profit is equal to 6x, right? Profit is 6x. So if profit is 6x, what is selling price? Selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. Therefore, cost price is 5x, profit is 6x. So selling price is 11x. Right? So here, come back to the question. So if the selling price remains constant and the cost price increases by 25%. So if cost price increases by 25%, then new cost price becomes 25% of old cost price plus old cost price. So here this first part is increased part of cost price, 25% of the cost price, and the second part is old cost price. So what is 25% of old cost price? 25 by 100 into old cost price was 5x plus 5x. Therefore, it is, so 1 by 4. Instead, we can write directly 5 by 4x plus 5x. So new cost price is, so it is 25x by 4. So new cost price is 25x by 4. So let us consider this as equation 3. Right? So if new cost price is 25x by 4, then profit, new profit. New profit is equal to, here in the question, the selling price remains constant. Therefore, new profit is equal to SP minus CP. Selling price minus cost price. Selling price is 11x minus cost price is 25 by 4x, which is 44x minus 25x, that is 19 by 4x. New profit is 19 by 4x. Therefore, profit percentage is equal to, so here new profit divided by selling price. For some amount of selling price, new profit is 19 by 4x. Therefore, for 100 selling price, because in the question, so then what percentage of the selling price with respect to the selling price the question is asked. Therefore, so for 11x selling price, new profit is 19 by 4x. Therefore, for 100 selling price, so the profit percentage is 19 by 44 into 100, which is equal to 43.18, which is approximately equal to 43%. Therefore, profit percentage is 43%. Therefore, we are correct to a whole number. Therefore, it is 43%, option A. Question 84. If the annual rate of simple interest increases from 9% to 13.5%, then the yearly interest increases by rupees 3,690. What is the principal amount in rupees? So here given. So rate of interest R1 is 9% and R2 is 13.5%. Right? So here the simple interest increases by 3,690. So here I2 minus I1. So the difference in interest, simple interest, is 3,690 rupees. Right? So we have to find the principal amount here. Therefore, so the formula to be used here, formula, simple interest I is equal to PTR by 100, where P is the principal amount, T is the time period, and R is rate of interest divided by 100. So the solution, let principal amount, that is P, is equal to X rupees. Right? X be the principal amount. Then simple interest I1 is equal to, when rate of interest is R1 is 9%, then simple interest becomes P into the time period is 1 year, PTR1 by 100, which is principal amount is X, and the time period is 1 year into 1. R is 9% by 100. Therefore, I1 is 9x by 100. Right? Consider this as equation 1. Simple interest I2. Interest I2 becomes PTR2 by 100, which is equal to P is X, time period is 1 year, and R2 is 13 and a half, 27 by 2 by 100. Right? Consider this as equation 2. So from the question, difference in the simple interest is 2690. That is I2 minus I1 is 3690. Therefore, I2 minus I1 is 3690. What is I2 here? I2 is 27x by 200. 27x by 200 minus I1 is, what is I1? 9x by 100. 9x by 100 is equal to 3690. Right? Here LCM is 200. 27x minus 18x is equal to 3690. Therefore, 9x is equal to 3690 into 200. Therefore, x is equal to 3690 into 200 divided by 9. So we'll get x as 82,000 rupees. So what is x here? The principal amount. So according to the question here, so in the solution part, let principal P be x rupees we have taken. Therefore, in the question, what is the principal amount in rupees? It is 82,000 rupees. Therefore, option C is the right answer.
Question 85. If x plus y minus z is to y minus z plus 2w is to 2x plus z minus w is equal to 2 is to 3 is to 1, then the ratio of 5w minus 3x minus z is to 3w is equal to. So here given x plus y minus z is to y minus z plus 2w is to 2x plus z minus w is equal to 2 is to 3 is to 1, right? So here first part is A, B and the last part is C. If we consider, then A is to B is to C is equal to 2 is to 3 is to 1. So in that case, A plus C is equal to B. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 here. So A is x plus y minus z plus C is 2x plus z minus w is equal to y minus z plus 2w, right? Therefore, so here y and y in the RHS part will get cancelled. So x, here z and z in the LHS part will get cancelled. Therefore, x plus 2x is 3x. 3x minus w is equal to minus z plus 2w, right? So, if you take 3x to the RHS part, minus w minus 2w is equal to minus z minus 3x, right? So, which is minus 3w is equal to minus z minus 3x. Consider this as equation 1. So come back to the question here. Then the ratio of 5w minus 3x minus z. So here now 5w minus 3x minus z, right, is to ratio of 5w minus 3x minus z and 3w is equal to, and their ratio is, so instead of minus 3x minus z, we can write minus 3w, right, from equation 1. So 5w minus 3w, right, is to 3w. So 5w minus 3w is 2w is to 3w. Therefore, so these two are in the ratio 2 is to 3. Right? Therefore, the ratio of 5w minus 3x minus z and 3w is 2 is to 3. Option C is the right answer. Question 86. The product of two numbers is 9216. When the larger number is divided by the smaller number, the quotient is 16, leaving no remainder. That means remainder is 0. What is the difference between the numbers? So here, let smaller number be x. So smaller number is equal to x. If smaller number is x, what is the larger number? So larger number. So therefore larger number is equal to, according to the question, so when larger number is divided by the smaller number, the quotient is 16. Right. Therefore, larger number is equal to 16 into x. Do you agree? So according to the question, the product of two numbers is, so also product of two numbers is equal to 9216, right? So let us write the product as x into 16, x is equal to 9216. Simplify it. 16x square is equal to 9216. Therefore, x square is, so 9216 divided by 16. So we'll get 576. Therefore, x is square root of 576 is, yeah, plus or minus 24. Right? So x is 24. So what is x? The smaller number. Therefore, smaller number x is 24. Therefore, larger number is 16 times the smaller number, which is 16 into 24, which is 384. Therefore, so come back to the question. What is asked here? What is the difference between the numbers? Therefore, difference between the numbers is equal to, so the larger number is 384 and the smaller number is, yes, 24 minus 24, which is 360. Therefore, difference between the numbers is 360. Option C. Question 87. What is the least number which should be added to 3432 so that the sum is exactly divisible by 10, 5, 4 and 2? Here we are using the concept that any number that can be divided by A, B, C and D is always a multiple of LCM of those numbers. So the concept is, so if x is the number, randomly, if any number which can be divided by A, B, C and D. So x is divided by A, x is divided by B, x is divided by C, and if x is divided by D, so this number is always the multiple of their LCM. Multiple of their LCM. That means LCM of A, B, C, D. Right? So here, so in the given example, A, B, C, D are 10, 5, 4 and 2. So LCM of 10, 5, 4 and 2. So least common multiplier is 20, right? So that 20 is divisible by all these numbers, 2. The 20 is divisible by 4, 20 is divisible by 5 as well as 10, right? So on dividing the given number, what is given number? 3432. On dividing the given number, 3432 by 20. By what? 20 means LCM of the given numbers. So the remainder is so we can check 3432 divided by 20. So here it is 140. So again 20 into 1 is 20 here. 12 is the remainder. So on dividing the given number 3432 by LCM of 4, 5, 10 and 2. So that is 20. So the remainder will be 12. 12 is the remainder. So in order to get the complete number which is divisible by 20, we have to add some number to the remainder. What is that number? So number to be added is 20 minus the remainder, that is 8. So if we add 8 to the given number 3432, so 3432 plus 8, we will get the number as 3440. So that this number is completely divisible by 20. So that the remainder is 0, right? Therefore, number to be added is 8. Therefore, what is the question? The least number which should be added to 3432 is 8. Hence, option D. Question 88. After allowing 3 successive discount of 15%, 20% and 18% on the marked price of an article, it is sold for 2230.40 rupees. The marked price of the article is, so here we are using the formula that selling price of an article, selling price is equal to marked price into 100 minus discount divided by 100. Right. So in the above example, so discount given are 15%, 20% and 18%. 3 successive discount of 15, 20 and 80% on the marked price of an article. So after giving this much discount, the article is sold for 2230.40 rupees. Here selling price of the article is 2230.40 rupees, right? Therefore, selling price is 2000. Selling price SP is 2230.40 rupees and discounts are 15%, 20% and 18%. So accordingly, we have to alter the formula like market price into 100 minus, in first case it is 15 by 100, right? So once again 100 minus 20 by 100 and into 100 minus 18 by 100. So let us find the market price using the given formula. So let marked price of an article, so marked price of the article is equal to X rupees. Therefore, so from the above formula, selling price, what is selling price? 2230.40 is equal to market price is X, 100 minus discount is 15% by 100 into Second discount is 20% by 100 into third discount is 100 minus 18 by 100. Right? Therefore, so simplify it. 2230.40 is equal to x into 85 into 80 into 82 whole divided by 10 to the power of 6. Right? So we can simplify x as x is equal to 2230.40 into 10 to the power of 6 whole divided by 85 into 80 into 82, which is equal to 4,000 rupees. 4,000 rupees. So what is the x here? Marked price of the article, right? Therefore, marked price of the article is 4,000 rupees, option A. Question 89. How much be the multiplication of 0.529 and 2.01 is more by 1? So here first we have to find the product of given numbers 0.529 and 2.01. So then find the difference between 1 and the product. So that gives the answer. So here directly find the product of 0.529 and 2.01 is equal to, so 1.06329, so which is greater than 1, and the difference, required difference is equal to 1.06329 minus, so how much with the multiplication of the given numbers is more by 1. So the difference is 0.06329. Right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 90. A solid piece of iron in the form of a cuboid of dimensions 24.5, 16.5 and 12 centimeter is melted to form a solid sphere. What is the radius of the sphere? So take pi as 22 by 7. So here, dimensions of the cuboid. Dimensions of the cuboid are 24.5 centimeter, 16.5 centimeter and 12 centimeter. So they are length, breadth and height of the cuboid. So when the cuboid is melted to form a solid sphere, then volume of the cuboid will be equal to volume of the sphere. Right? Volume of the sphere. What is volume of the cuboid? So it is the product of length, breadth and height of the cuboid is equal to volume of the sphere. Formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube. In other words, we can write 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to length, breadth into height. So substitute the values. 4 by 3 pi is 22 by 7 into r cube is equal to length into, so 24.5 into 16.5 into 12 centimeter. Right? So let us express the decimals as the whole numbers. So here 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 r cube is equal to, so let us divide the number by 100 so that 24.5 becomes 245 and 16.5 becomes 165. So 24.5 into 100 is 245, right? And multiply both numerator and denominator by 100, we will get 245 into 165 into 12 by 100. Understood? So, still we have to simplify r cube as here 245 can be written as 49 into 5. Understood? 49 into 5 is 245 and 165 can be written as, so multiples of 5, that is 33 into 5, right? Into 12 can be written as 4 into 3, right? Divided by 4 by 3 into 22 by 7. Understood? So here 49 is square of 7 into 5. So 33 can be written as 3 into 11 into 5 into 4 into 3. Here the 7 will go to the numerator into 7 and 3 also will go to the numerator part, divided by 4 into 22 can be written as 2 into 11. So that we can cancel 11 and 11 here, and into one more 100 is there here. Yes, I forgot to take 100. 100 can be written as 25 into 4. So that we can cancel 5, 5 and 25. Right? So let us express 7 square into 7 as 7 cube. This part got over. Right? So here 3 into 3 into 3. 7 cube into 3 cube. Right? So here we can cancel 4 and 4 so that nothing remains here. So 7 cube into 3 cube divided by 4 into 2 can be written as 2 cube, right? R cube is 7 cube into 3 cube divided by 2 cube. Therefore, R is 7 into 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 21 by 2, which is 10.5 centimeter. Therefore, radius of the sphere is 10.5 centimeter. Hence, option A.